Hello everybody, and thanks for checking out my review. Today I'll be reviewing the Mobvoi Ticwatch Pro 3 GPS. For a full tutorial on WearOS, please click the I button at the top right of your screen. I'll also post a link in my description. Now here's the fun thing about smartwatches on any platform. We all use them different. Some features are more important to some and not to others. Like our phones, our usage is personal, so your experience with a smartwatch will likely be different than mine. Now TicWatch is the first, and at the time of this video, only WearOS smartwatch that uses the latest SnapDragon 4100 processor. This is finally moving WearOS to a different level. The processor dramatically increases battery life to 3 days with heavy use and up to 45 days in essential mode. It also speeds the watch up for a more responsive experience throughout the watch. Now, if you're going to purchase this watch, take special care to make sure that you choose the correct version. There's a TicWatch Pro 2020, which is the previous generation, yet sounds like the newest version, and the TicWatch Pro 3 GPS that was also released in 2020, which is the newest version, and that's what I'm going to be going over. Alright, so you get into the unboxing. First of all, you have a plain black box. You have the TicWatch and WearOS logo on the top, along with the photo of the watch here, and then on the bottom of the box you have the features that it has. On the rear of the box you have the basic hardware features, and you have the FCC and barcode information along with what's in the box. So going into the box itself, of course you have the TicWatch logo, and on sliding you have the quick guide, and in the quick guide you have barcodes, so this way you could download the applications on whatever platform you're using on your smartphone. And I'll get into the watch in a moment here, but basically you have your charging cable, and of course as standard USB. You have the magnetic charger on the back and some basic paperwork. So for instance, Mobvoi has a club, so it gives you the information on how you can join the club. You have FCC information and product safety information. And then of course, you have the watch. Now the TicWatch has a 1.4 inch AMOLED dual display with 454 by 454 pixel resolution. The main screen has incredible color, while the top layer screen goes onto a LCD type screen with backlight, which I'll show you in a moment. Now the case is made of stainless steel on the bezel and a plastic on the rest of the body. And the watch is 47 by 48 by 2 millimeters thick and 41.9 grams. The lug size is 22 millimeters. And as I mentioned, the TicWatch features a Snapdragon 4100 processor, which is incredibly fast and power efficient. You can get 72 hours to 45 days in essential mode. I really like the straps on this watch. They're made of silicone with a nice touch putting the stitching along the edges. Gives you a lot of holes here, so this way it's easy for sizing and it'll fit most wrists. Now the TicWatch also features a speaker and a microphone and multiple modes of vibration notifications. Now Mobvoi advertises IP68 water and dust resistant, but they don't rate the depth of the water resistance, only that it's pool swimming suitable. Mobvoi's TicWatch 3 GPS is a nice smartwatch that offers a lot of value for the money. For $299 you get a lot. The watch is well made, the straps are very wearable, and they're easy to swap out with the spring bar handle. And they're made of a very comfortable silicone that I mentioned before. A feature that stands out on the TicWatch lineup is the LCD screen, which works a lot like a standard digital watch with backlight if you wanted to, or you could turn that off and have it work like any other WearOS smartwatch. The screen's very readable in all lighting conditions, including very heavy sunlight, and you can also configure the LCD screen backlight using tilt to wake or touch to wake. The LCD displays the date, time, steps walked, seconds, and battery life left. Many manufacturers could learn a lot from what Mobvoi has done here. I just wish there were more case options with colors and materials like stainless steel or titanium, but the LCD screen is one of the reasons for the incredible battery life. Now as you can see here, Mobvoi added their own layer to the menu. So if you don't like this layout, you could change to standard WearOS menu system by turning it off in the settings. One of the best things about most smartwatches on the market are the fitness tracking and notification features. Manufacturers are adding more sensors to make these watches more useful for health tracking, and you could use multiple fitness platforms using WearOS. It even allows you to connect to your own health data on your iPhone. Mobvoi is trying a little too hard though to be innovative where it might not need to be. The fitness and health tracking apps that are included on the watch could be considered to be a little bit redundant. They have tick tracking features that you can track through a Mobvoi account, along with Google tracking features, and of course there are also plenty of other popular fitness tracking apps that you can also download, which could turn it into overkill. Most manufacturers that use WearOS typically include their own apps in their watches. The differences Mobvoi used on the TicWatch platform are these fitness apps that I mentioned. So I'm going to go through all their apps right now. All right, so now I'm going to go into the apps that are specific to this watch. So all you have to do is press the top right hand button and that'll take you to the menu, and you'll see that they have their own skin that they put over their own menu there. So the first app I'll go into is the Tic Health, and this is going to give you goals that you're going to work towards. So if you click on one of the goals there, it'll tell you what you're looking at. So it has steps, exercise minutes, active hours, and calories burned, and then of course the distance. And if you go back, you can track your mood as well. Next up, you have Tic Exercise. So this is where you can choose a bunch of exercises that they put in there. So if I go into an outdoor walk, for instance, and I press the little play button, that gets me to go. And of course, you can check your GPS coordinates. And if I go back, I could pause it, which will stop the workout for a moment, and go back over. I can press play again. And once I'm done with the workout, you'll see a little red flag here. So I hold on to that. And then it asks me if I want to end it to confirm, and then it's over. Then we have Tic Pulse, which of course checks your heart rate. You have Tic Sleep, which does sleep tracking. And it gives you instructions on how to work it. Then you have Tic Breathe, which just walks you through a nice stress relief breathe throughout the day. Then you have Tic Zen, which gives you your readings on stress levels during the day. It goes by your pulse, by your heart rate. TicWatch also has a blood oxygen level that you can monitor. You have Tic Hearing, so this way it monitors the sound around you, and if the sound is too loud, it can give you a warning if you want. Not the most accurate, I'll tell you that. I'm not talking that loud right now, and it's telling me it's dangerous. Voice Memo, which allows you to record your voice. Calculator, which is integrated into the application, which is really handy. You have your alarm. You can set it to vibrate or sound. You have your stopwatch application. You have your countdown timer. Now, if you don't like this skin that they give you for the menu options, all you have to do is go into Settings, go into Personalization, and then what you want to do is go into the bottom here where it says Mobvoi Launcher, press off, and you go back in, and you'll see that you have the regular menu that WearOS usually provides. And like all the different WearOS watches out there, to change the screens, all you have to do is press down, and you can go to the different ones. You can download them off of the application. You can set some of them up, so this way if you want specific little widgets here, you can change those up. And here's a wrist shot. It's a very reasonably sized watch. So that's my review of the Mobvoi Ticwatch Pro 3 GPS. As you saw throughout the review, the chip is very responsive, everything moves smoothly, the screen is beautiful, and I really wish more manufacturers would integrate that second screen layer. It dramatically increases battery life, and I regularly get at least 4 days. Many times I could pull a full week depending on the settings. Now I'm also looking forward to more manufacturers using this chip. It's really bringing WearOS to another level. I'll likely be doing a longer, more in-depth review soon. In the meantime, please leave any questions, opinions, and what you think of this watch. I read and reply to them all. If you like this video, please click on the thumbs up, subscribe, and click the bell for notifications of future reviews. You can also find me on Twitter at DougFNJ, and you can find me on a great website called watchyouseek.com. Great people, great discussion. You can find this watch at mobvoi.com or Amazon. I want to thank you very much for watching. Be safe and have a great day.